Man, oh man, oh man. Manchester United. Bloody hell. Well, qualifying from the Europa Champions League group just got quite a bit harder, didn't it? We've now made it where if results go against us, which they most likely will, we will have to beat Bayern Munich to go through. Brilliant. Just great. We're going to have to beat Bayern Munich to go through. And we'll probably have to go and beat them for the rest of the group stage if we want to try and get through. To be honest, at this rate, it's probably better just to go down into the Europa League because there's little chance we're going to qualify. But the only problem with the Europa League is it's more games. We could possibly win the competition, but it's looking ridiculously hard now to get out of our Champions League group. Obviously, that can all change if Copenhagen and Galatasaray draw, or Copenhagen beats Galatasaray and we go unbeaten, such and such and such. But yeah, onto the game anyway. We battered them. We battered them again. But this time we actually scored goals. But we also leaked more. Højlund, just going to, first of all, incredible. Finally, we have a number 9. Finally, we have a number 9. 3 finishes. Brilliant. 3 perfect finishes. I know he was offside for 1, but still, 3 brilliant finishes. Worked his socks off all game. And yeah, just not a lot I can say. Mistakes from Onana again. After he dropped that cross, his head fell in the gutter. And then he made that bad pass out, to which Casemiro got the red card. First of all, on that, I'd rather he didn't make that challenge. I'd rather he let the goal in because he's now going to be banned from Copenhagen. And the fact of the matter is we were battering them all game, and I think we had more chance of coming back from 3-2 down if he did score that with 11 men on the pitch rather than 2-2 with the penalty or even 3-2 with the penalty. I'd rather Casemiro didn't make that challenge. I know he, in his mind, he thought he probably had to, but I'd rather he didn't. I'd rather he stayed on the pitch, to be honest. So I'm a bit disappointed and upset with Casemiro on that front. I'm not going to go in and talk about Onana because that's been done enough, really. But yeah, just going to sleep after goals again and leaking silly goals. The third goal, obviously, Amrabat rushing it. We were rushing it as a team, but Amrabat played him onside. Sloppy. Second goal, carved through us like butter. Sloppy. First goal, that's not Onana's fault. That's Dallow's fault. Has to be stronger or go down from the contact and try and win a foul. But he was pathetically weak in that challenge against Zaha, and it's the deflection that beats Onana. Onana has to come out there. He can't just stay planted on his line. But yeah, we'll talk about Erik ten Hag's substitutions in this game. I understand to a degree. I don't know if Hannibal's injured. I understand the substitute that made for Eriksen for Hannibal. It was a slowerish pace game, hoping that Eriksen can pick some wonderful passes to Højlund. But losing that energy in midfield from Hannibal was ridiculous. He was working so hard in that midfield. He was topping people all over the place. He was playing really, really well, and Hannibal has been playing really, really well, and I don't think he deserves to get hooked to half-time. I don't know if he's injured or not. I saw him walking out the stadium. He didn't look like he was hobbling or anything, so I don't know, but for me personally, that was a wrong substitution. It's one of Erik ten Hag's criticisms that's been levelled at him is his poor substitutions. At least this year he's rotating, but I don't get that substitution, personally. I think Eriksen is at most a 30-minute player, probably only a 20-minute player. Just lost all legs in midfield, to be honest, at that point, because Hannibal was doing majority of the running. Mount played well again. Since he's come back from his injury, he looks like he's showing why we bought him. Højlund, as always, again. And the one thing I was happy with, Ten Hag finally had the balls to hook off Rashford. Because I've been saying it for weeks on weeks on weeks. That lad is costing us games playing. Yeah, we'll get on to his cross in a minute. Give him props. Cross for Højlund's first goal was good. Put it straight on his head where it literally just hit him. Højlund had no idea what was happening. Right place, right time. Striker's goal. Good cross. But other than that, useless. Again, flicks and tricks, losing the ball when there's no need to. His decision making is so poor. And I know the Marcus Rashford analysis video, you guys really like the Casemiro one. The Marcus Rashford one is coming. I've just not had a lot of time. But after this game, I've got to do it because it's personified my points that I was going to make on Rashford. But when I watched it in the stadium, my reaction to my dad was, he should have passed it 2 dribbles before. By the time he passed it, he had to have a shot. What he was doing is, I understand what he was doing. He was trying to draw the keeper in. Yeah, but by drawing the keeper in too much, he gave the left back too much time to get back. And also, that pass was so under hit, it might have been raw. Yeah, that's how bad it was. The pass, the time to make the pass was 2 yards, 2 dribbles before he did. And watching it on the replay, so much worse. Watching it in person, it didn't look that bad. But watching it in person, all he's got to do is play a square run across the box 2 strides earlier with a bit of power, not undercook it. And it's just, his decision making is so bad. The thing is, he's listening to he's listening to people that are criticizing him for how bad he's playing at the moment, and that was just a whole accumulation of the criticism he's been getting. He's running down and going, I can't shoot. I'm getting criticized for shooting all the time. I've got to pass it. I've got to show my decision making's good. And I don't even know what the hell that pass was. My nan could have made that pass. My granny in crutches could have made that pass. Yeah, it was such an easy goal. And it's one of the moments that cost us in that game. So that goal goes in, changes the complete complexity of the game. And I know we can't really talk about if, buts, and maybes with scoring goals, but it is. Yeah, disappointing night. A mountain to climb in the Champions League. But unfortunately, that is it for today. Rant over. Not being positive today. I am a bit. I've told you a bit of the positives. To be honest, I'm going to end it by saying I just want to see a front three of Garnacho, Hoyle, and Anthony. Give them 4 or 5 games running, playing with each other. And I think that's our starting front three for me. Ship Rashford off when the new owners come in with Sancho. But yes, unfortunately that is it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in my match preview for our next game, who I can't actually remember who it is. We'll see you then. Peace.